How's it going, crew? This is HappyDays, and welcome to another Terraria Easy Farm, where each episode we take a look at a way to easily farm a boss or invasion in the game, using materials that are only available to you around the time you would normally get up to it. Now today we're going to look at something that's been requested quite a bit, and it's the Eater of Worlds. And some people have a bit of trouble with it, and that's cool, because I remember the first time I fought it, it completely destroyed me, because I didn't even know I was going to spawn it. Now, some of you might be thinking, Eater of Worlds, Happy, it's not that hard. But I say to you this, we know that the 1.3 update's coming out soon, and I am totally pumped for expert mode, because for those of you that think you've got a pretty good grip on the game, I'm really interested to see what they do with the bosses pre-hard mode. So if you're playing a hardcore character, pre-hard mode on expert mode, I reckon Eye of Cthulhu, Skeletron, and Eater of Worlds are going to get really tough, and I can't wait. So let's have a look at a really easy method I've got to make it so that Eater of Worlds can barely touch you. Let's get started. Okay, there's two methods that we're going to be using to create our arena for the Eater of Worlds. One involves the lovely Dryad, which the criteria for her to move in is that you've beaten a boss. So most people fight the Eye of Cthulhu first. So if you've got a house, you've beaten the Eye of Cthulhu, it's Dryad time. And she sells purification powder that's really cheap, and it only costs 75 copper, which means for a low price of less than 2 gold, you can get tons of this stuff. Now your other option is if you've acquired a bomb on your journey, and you've got the merchant. Where is our lovely merchant? He's out in the fields playing with arrows with the goblin. If you've got a bomb and you've got the merchant, the demolitionist will move in. Now for about 3 gold, you can buy a lot of bombs. So, purification powder, cheaper, takes longer. Bombs, bit more expensive, quicker. And you'll see what we're about to do in a moment. We're gonna blow stuff up. Okay guys, here we are at the corruption, and what we're going to do is make our way down into the depths of the evilness within. And it can be a good idea, obviously, to light your way as you go. Now, I've got rocket boots, which you may not have. It's more for the purposes of this video not taking 3 hours to make. It's easy to make a gem grappling hook, which you probably should have by the time you get here. If you're not sure, gem grappling hooks are just made with gemstones. That's all you need. And it's a really easy way to descend down into the corruption pits. So, we're going to make our way down. Lovely. And what you want to do is get to the middle area. So when you come down those long corridors, there's normally a bit of a flat space. And you want to look for an area that has another column going up fairly soon. So it looks like there's Whoppy. Whoppy? What on earth does that mean? Whoppy. Okay, so we found another corridor going up here. This is perfect. So what we're going to do is look at exploiting, yes that's right, exploiting the Eater of Worlds jump height. Now, I counted it myself. He can only jump about 31 blocks in the air. So what we're going to do is make a little platform about 31 blocks up. So I have 29 wood here, so this is perfect. So from about the ground, just start building up and actually getting it right. Alright, so let's just get them back in our inventory. Yes. So, you want to start making your way up to the ceiling. Lovely. Alright. Now, remember all that purification powder we got? It actually turns even stone into mineable stone blocks. Now, before you fight the Eater of Worlds, you can't actually farm. You can't actually mine the blocks. So you either need to use purification powder or bombs. So they're your options. So we want to mine up the 31 blocks. So take a little bit. We're almost there. Another purification. Another good thing, while you're mining your way up, you'll be fighting those little eater things, which will be getting you worm food, which is really handy because we'll be using that too. Alright, and one more. So that was 29, 30. Perfect. Let's put another torch there. Alright, stay tuned for the next step. Okay, now that you've mined your way up about the maximum height the Eater can jump, what we need to do is remove the blocks to the left and right of you. So if there's no other blocks around, the Eater can only jump about 30 in the air. But with these blocks on the side, he's going to be able to get to us. So, you guessed it, it's time for some mining. Okay, so we've done a bit of digging, and as you can see, we've cleared out a nice wide area here. And basically what will happen now is the Eater of Worlds is going to be circling around us here, but it won't actually be able to fly up to our level here. So the next thing we're going to do is actually remove the blocks underneath us. Just a little thing you might want to do as you're doing that though, so you can get back up, is I assume most of you by now would have some sort of grappling hook, hopefully, or you're just going to have to like ladder your way up with some platforms or something. So just as you're going down, leave some platforms for yourself. The last thing we need to do is make our worm food, and you've noticed I'm fighting lots of these flying eater things. And I've been collecting rotten chunks. And you can actually make the worm food item at demon altars, which are all over the place here. And it's made with 15 rotten chunks and 30 vile powder. And vile powder is made out of vile mushrooms when you change them from vile mushrooms at an alchemy stand. So we've got one food here. We can make a few more. Okay guys, the last thing we need to do is just extend our platform out a little bit, just so we've got some room to move back and forward. And talking about weapons, so the Ball of Hurt is fantastic to use against the Eater of Worlds because of its piercing damage. The other option is you can use unholy arrows that you can actually craft just from normal arrows and worm teeth, or the worm tooth, which you get from the devourers that spawn under here. They're like those long worm things. Or if you've beaten the Eater of Worlds once, tongue-tied, you can actually buy them from the arms dealer for 40 copper each, so they're pretty good. Alright, so we've got a little platform, let's get this started. So the beauty of this farm is, guys, is that you've got the ability to get a headshot in on the Eater of Worlds, and its head's actually very weak, and it takes extra damage. If you've got a grappling hook, it can stop you getting knocked about, and it also gives you nice mobility between your platforms. So, basically, it's better, rather than just hitting all the segments, I mean, you can do that if you want, it's better to try and get those headshots in if you can. Okay guys, so that's pretty much how it's done. Now, the arena I've built here is very much on the defensive side, so if you wanted to get a bit more aggressive with it, I'd put some platforms lower, so possibly a third and maybe even a fourth one, that allows you to jump in between them during the fight, and you can just really try and line up those really good headshots. Thanks as always for tuning in, guys, I really appreciate it. And one of the things I love about Terraria, and it's why I've been doing a few of these easy farms at the moment, is because this is a game where you can really make your own challenge. Like a lot of people go, oh, you know, Eye of Cthulhu's easy and all that stuff. But, you know, what if you were playing a character who could only use axes? Like, I've been chatting to some people on our channel at the moment, and we're like, how about if you played a barbarian? And all of a sudden you've got a boss like Eye of Cthulhu that's pretty easy, and if you're limited to using axes, it's like, that wouldn't be as easy all of a sudden. And what if, on top of that, you were playing a hardcore character that if you died, that's it? So when I do videos like this for arenas, like, I'm thinking of people who are playing Terraria with a challenge in mind. And for me, it really adds a lot to the game. So if you haven't tried a class challenge yet, you know, start with your melee, ranged, mage, all that stuff. But if you're really looking for a challenge, give yourself a one-weapon challenge. Like, maybe you're a samurai that only uses swords, and try get through the game with just swords. Like, it's so awesome. I'm rambling. It's time for some shout-outs. So, we've got Ethan Berryhill has asked me to say Leedle Leedle Lee, Leedle 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 Lee. It's just Leedle Leedle Lee. But I don't know, it's fun to say Leedle Leedle Lee. I like it. Awesome P's asked me to say Illuminati equals Illuminati. Oh no, Illuminati confirmed. Alright. XDZZ Fusions has asked me to say Arnold Schwarzenegger voice, so I'll try it. I'll be back next time with bigger guns. Oh, he's got the coolest voice. Okay, Suspicious Windmills has asked me to say, she sells seashells by the seashore. Oh no, I did it wrong. He asked me to say it holding my tongue. Oh gosh, this is going to be hard. Alright, so I'm going to hold my tongue and say it. Alright, you ready? Alright. She sells seashells by the seashore. Oh my god, I did that so good. Oh, guys, I don't know. When I can talk so good holding my tongue, I just can't believe it. Alright, Norsk Nerd has asked me to say YOLO really loudly, because we had a unicorn YOLO in the last Arena episode. So, headphone users, warning, I'm going to get loud. No, I'm not. YOLO. And we've got Loom-tastic has asked me to say, how much wood could a wood chop be... Oh man, these tongue twisters, I tell you. I didn't even get halfway through it. I'm sorry, Loom. You win. You tongue twisted me out. Guys, leave a like if you've enjoyed this. If you've got some great ideas for class challenges, leave that comment. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know you want to. Come and join our happy channel and be part of our awesome community. We're great. We have a great time here. Alright, that's enough from me. Stay happy. I'll see you next time. This is HappyDays. Signing out. See ya. And you can see that the Ice Golem's doing a bit of a dance here to his rave disco tunes, and his fireworks are going everywhere here. And he's having a great time.